I need to check and make sure I got some sound here. Okay, it looks like we're here. We're good. Cool. It's time for my mandatory weekly check-in with the gang. Do some things in GitHub this morning. I'm going to keep the time short. Yeah, and let's just get into it. So the focus here is our GitHub and some updates that I pushed recently to help everybody understand more about the project and help us all with the project management portion. So let's get into it. I was just helping someone learn about GitHub projects this week. So let's discuss a little bit about the project management. I have the our Lift and Shift Foundation repo open. The first thing I want to do is go into the repos here and give everybody a list. I want to change this domain name. So I let GitHub name things. And if you've ever used Tinkercad or GitHub, when you name things, you have the option to like get one of these 2-word things. So here is our play subdomain. This is a demo repository for anybody who wanted to play with it. Our project ecosystem, basic bot skill building, the Arduino create agent. We can kind of ditch a lot of these we're not using right now, so we're gonna throw that away. But all of these are private. Almost all of these are private. Let's see. So I want to change this name, and I don't know how to do that. Oh, up here, right here. Ta-da! Primary domain. Let's do I'll try to be a normal human being. We're going to change the name to primary domain. Default branch is main. We are allowed to have issues, and we can set up issue templates later. Allow forking. No. Allow sponsorships. Allow discussions. We may set up discussions later, but then down here is projects. So we have projects enabled on our repos, which helps us manage other stuff. So I'm going to rename this primary domain. Ta-da! Okay, so if I go back to the Lift and Shift Foundation now, and I go back to our repos, we have our primary domain, we have our play, and then there's a GitHub repo. This is where we hold our stuff, but I'm going to go to the project board. So if I'm here at the main, the main foundation, you can see the 4 projects, all 4 of them. They are all private. This is a duplicate here because we have our primary domain, weliftandshift.org, and play.weliftandshift.org as 2 separate repos. I have one repo or one project board for the primary domain in both areas, and I'll show you that in a second. But you can see them both here, and you can read this little bit of text that says this project covers the back end across both the primary domain and subdomain, and notes here to check for other stuff. Let's go to block coding, because this is not showing some things that I want it to show. First of all, this little green ring means that we've converted it to an issue. And over here, this is a draft issue, which means this is not an issue. So if we open it, you can see the status is to do, because it's under to do. There's a target date. There is no thing there. We're gonna make this a medium priority, and it's not. It's having issues sticking. There we go, and it's not showing here. And what I found is all the custom fields I've set for everything are not showing. But if we were to open this up again, yeah, see, look, just struggling. We may get rid of this priority field and redo it. But if we convert this to an issue, this sidebar becomes much more populated with other stuff. So let's go look at, for example, our fancy onboarding. All of that stuff I just showed you turns into this here, this little box. We're allowed to add labels. So this is a good first issue, and help is always wanted here for this specific project. We can assign milestones to it. Let's see. Milestone we want. Oh, okay. So summer 24 we can set as a milestone for this project. We can go back. So making draft tasks, converting them to issues gives them, let's go back to that again, gives them this link to a number. This is our 24th issue for our subdomain. Whereas this project board has none of that, none of it there. And it's still not sticking. Medium. Okay. Yeah, so you can see. So let's go back to the other projects. The 3D modeling board, I know it was working. So let's go look at that. All of the custom tags are showing here. All of the custom settings are showing here. So you can see if there's a high priority task. You can see if it depends on something else. So let's go check this out. Bring sidebar to the page. This depends on the sidebar help menu from the other repo. This is an enhancement that I've marked. I have set a date of July 5th to finish this. And, I don't have a milestone yet for it, but this is super helpful. All of this stuff is super helpful for us because it goes to the roadmap now. So you can kind of see the roadmap, which is a little bit better view if you're looking for like how things piece together. But because we're all nobody's full-time here, nobody's like working 40 hours a week at the nonprofit, doing code development or anything. So all of these projects have very, very generous start and end dates. For me, I'm setting the end dates when I create a draft to be very far out. The end of our intern semester, the onboarding of new intern, those type of things. That way, we're not under pressure to we're just not under pressure at all. That's not the goal of this. It's more of a learning environment than a production like sweatshop. So we want interns and volunteers and contributors to feel comfortable with the work they're doing, that they're not being rushed into stuff, anything like that. So I've added a bunch of views here, and this is like I said, the 3D modeling. I have updated the primary domain to include sidebar menus, overall styles, security login review, upload the code base. I am doing right now. We can go look at that. The primary code base is almost all there. I think I have to just review how the code that verifies a veteran service. Make sure that I did everything legit there. On the I'm positive I did on the website, but I sometimes slip stuff into folders that I don't delete, like drafts on my local machine. So I will continue checking that. That is the thing that is high priority for me, to make sure that everybody has access to the code for our primary website. Then you can all start checking my security. You can start changing or packaging the overall style. We want to create a mobile view. We've never technically had a mobile menu. When our website was designed, it was designed for desktop, and I just kind of like cobbled together a mobile view. But those kind of things are on the table for our thing. One other yeah, okay, so primary domain here is empty. But if we go back to our repos, so most of our team is working here in this repo. You can only see 2 projects here. So you can only see the block coding and the 3D modeling. Oh, okay. So I need to go back to the project and assign this to a repo. No, this is the confusing part. Let's go back to projects. This is where I forget how to do this. We have to assign it. Make a template, copy as a template, no. Not make a copy. Visibility, still private. Where did that happen? Where did I do that? Status update, short description, separate repo. Primary domain. We'll cut and paste that very quickly. Okay. Oh, they're all here. Check that out. Okay, cool. We can see it. I still am not seeing how to get this going. Maybe it is already. Oh, make a nope. Still no. I just keep going back to the same page. Private project, base role, invite collaborators. No. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Okay, well, I'm just spinning wheels and wasting time at this point. I don't want to drag this out and keep this forever. There's one thing I want to update. Let me go back to the repositories. On our primary domain, no, on our subdomain, we don't have a README file here yet. We're going to add a README file. No, I'm not going to add the README file. I'm not going to commit this. I will write something and I will add a README file. I will migrate the user documentation into a proper README file on our domain, our subdomain project. Because we need to start building our projects and our what's the other word? Research subdomains. Man, I'm a hot mess this morning. Okay. I'm going to end. I'm at almost 15 minutes here. I'm going to end that. But so navigating the GitHub list of projects and repos hopefully is a slightly easier. Enable projects for the organization, allow members to change projects classics, allow members to say projects classics, classic for all repos. No. Personal access tokens. No. GitHub apps. No. Okay. Let's go back to repos. So we have our primary domain, we have our lift and shift domain. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch this. We're just going to close this. Because we have there are other options. I was exploring this, trying to figure out if we were going to use it or not. I don't want to fork this anymore. We have too many settings. There we go. Duh. Delete this fork. To confirm deleting, yes, well, we know. I'm going to cut and paste. Wow. What do you mean I don't have 2FA? No, it is set up. You crazy. That's terrible. No. We're not going to view my 2FA settings right now, but they are there. I can see all of your two-factor authentication settings, and some of you don't have it turned on, which I highly recommend, by the way. Repos, demo repository. This is where I play with stuff. Our project ecosystem, which is not really going yet. Okay. I will add 2 folders here. No, I will add. We will go to, hold on one second. I'm going to put, we're going to change, let's do this. Let's change this window very quickly. We need to build some new projects. No, I don't want to invite guests. Share screen. Oh, I can only share one screen at a time. Okay, fine. Let's do this then. I wanted to get into other stuff, but I heard a rumor that we don't have a lot of people around this week. It's midsummer vacation stuff, so this is the last of it, I promise. Under designs, devices, user now, which has some documentation, we want to add a new folder. The new folder will be projects. And we want to add a new folder, research. I'm having a wonderful morning. Okay, so let's go into research. Let's start a new file, index.html. Doc type, HTML. Yeah, we're just going to let GitHub do this very quickly for us, GitHub Copilot. We are ready to start developing the layout for this folder, or the UI, UX layout for this folder. We're going to delete that. I'm going to copy this. We're going to save this. I'm going to do the same thing in research, index.html. Oh, and we will just copy. Oh, no. HTML. There we go. Copy all, save, paste, save, done. And what am I at? I'm at 20 minutes. So I'm going to stop now. I'm just going to push this to GitHub, and that will be my daily update. Nobody's stressed about this, but go into the GitHub, pick your projects. You can assign yourself. You can convert it to an issue if you want. You can hit me up for it if you have any questions, that kind of stuff. Cool. All right. I'm getting off here because I've gone over my 20-minute time limit. That did not